right, in this second part, I'm going to board the what I call the me, who I am right now, which is a a clumsy way of expressing the reason why I have decided to be this way and to express myself and to share the things that I share. This comes from a result of self inquiry that I've had over the past year, and that we call, you see, one thing that is, it's almost like sacredly guarded, is the word enlightenment. Enlightenment is something that a lot of people don't want to use for describing their process, because it seems like it's reserved for certain people who exhibit certain patterns. And while it is true that some people are, say, living a life that is very enlightened, that you can see it, the process of enlightenment just means to dissipate the illusion of who you think you are. That is all it is. It is dissipating the illusion of who you think you are. Now again, this is something that we think we achieve by doing something, because we're so used to that. And in reality, what's happening is that you simply stop believing and stop acting and stop doing things to realize that you have always been that enlightened being. So enlightenment is really just a recognition of the true self. It's the recognition of who you truly are, and not the what we call the ego self, Jivatman in Hinduism. And it's not something that you will become, it's something that you already are. And that's why we say that the Buddha body is it's always present. The Buddha nature, it's like Christ consciousness. Everything is in you, and it's only a matter of recognition that you are that. So in my process, I realized this, and I just couldn't, like I said in the first video, I didn't understand what this meant. I didn't understand what this divinity was and what I was, but I could grasp it intellectually. And it wasn't until I started getting more into the non-dual approach of consciousness, the consciousness only model that is called Advaita, non-dualistic approach, that I realized that it's something that we've never explored, or at least I didn't. And we are so we have a propensity to seek it outside, and we haven't explored too much inside. This goes against our Western ideas, of course, of who we are, and the idea that we are a separate self and that we are different from reality. And so for us, it's kind of difficult to grasp this concept. However, it is so easily attainable if you stop simply believing your thoughts. And that is the process. So I have been in this process for a while already, and it's incredible what you feel to be in touch with who you are, to know what you are, underneath all the layers of identities that you may have. And to me, this is, like I said, the ultimate realization, because there is nothing else. It's almost like you hit that wall of harmony, of peace, love, joy, and permanence, infinity. And once I've hit that and I continue to explore it, it's something that I just feel like I need to express, that I feel that I need to talk about, because that's just what comes out. You see, in the first video, I talked about my personal story, my history, and how I came here, and so on. But all of that is just simply, words. They're thoughts, they're ideas, they're concepts. It's a nice story, but it doesn't define me for who I am. What I am being right now, which is really this, and even me creating this video makes me feel a little bit cynical to to the idea of saying who I am, because all that I'm trying to do here, and I apologize for the misconception and the misleading, rather, to bring you to this video thinking that you may know a little bit of who I am, but rather the idea was to show why I do this and to explain why I like to share these videos and why I like to interpret things, and why, because you see, every single teaching that we find, ancient, modern, doesn't matter, it's always trying to show you the way to unity, the way to consciousness only, not just the consciousness as we know it in Western psychology, but consciousness as the self, you see. And there are so many teachings that we can use and explore for this exploration, rather, of reality. So this is what I like doing. This is what I enjoy doing. It becomes something that you enjoy sharing, and this is the reason why I create these videos. This is the reason why I want to express, because there's something inside me that always urges me to be that, to talk about it. It's not, I don't want to convert anybody. I don't want to convince anybody. That is not, I mean, I'm not here, like Alan Watts would say, I'm not here to improve you. I'm not here to try to do anything, but rather to be. And my beingness is, it's guiding me to simply talk and be, and I'm not even including a higher self here guiding me to do this. I'm not saying that it's God. I'm not saying, even though it is true to say that God is what's allowing you to do everything, because you are God, so you are the reason why you're doing this, whatever it is that you do. So these are the motivations that I find, and I wish I could explain it a little bit more, but it's like, it's like asking somebody, why are you? And nobody can tell you why they are. They simply are. It's not why are you, tall, or why are you angry, or why are you running. You can explain that, but simply why you are. Why you are. You can't explain it. But so this is what's happening. This is the me communicating this, and it's a way for me to show other people that this is attainable simply by stopping doing things, stopping thinking that you have to achieve things to become something, because that would be just going around circles. And so you can see that in my philosophy and the things that I teach or that I talk about, it's always to show you how you can realize this already in you. Even if I go into the complexity of the law of one and metaphysical concepts and so on, this is, it's always, anything can be used to express the unity of things. And of course the law of one is an excellent material for this stuff, but you can simply feel this in yourself. And this is what my commitment is, really not because I feel committed, but just because I feel like I want to do it. I really wish I could explain it a little bit better, but I can't. It's just what I want to do, and I don't find anything more pleasing than to expressing these things. And of course, like I said in the law of one, I don't have the ultimate explanation. I am just another person pointing you in the direction which is the one that we're all seeking, whether we want it or not. We seek this in any activity of our lives. It's just that it's so clouded that we cannot see it. But we, in thinking, in acting, in planning, we're always looking for this. This is the ultimate, like Ra says, this is the spiraling, the ascending spiral of seeking. It's inevitable. We're all going towards that, and my intention is just to bring that to you in one way or another. Like I said, there's so many out there that can show you their way. I'm just showing you my way, and that's why, to me, this is a merging of the law of one and non-dualistic approach to consciousness that explains reality. So this is all I got. This is really, I try my best to explain what this is here, but I don't think there are many words that I can use to express the essence of what drives me to do these things. But in any case, I just wanted to throw this video in because I know is important for some people to know what are my motivations to do this stuff, the reason why I want to explain and teach these teachings, rather disseminate these teachings, because they are there already, and you are, like Ra says also, you are the object of study. The self is the object of study. So that's what you'll expect here in my channel from now on, is these two merging of philosophies that to me explain basically everything that I had questions about. I no longer have questions. I just look inside for these answers whenever I have a question, and it's not something that I'm seeking outwards anymore. And it's a beautiful process to go inwards, and I just wish I could help you if this is what you're seeking, and that I can share this feeling rather than knowledge, this feeling that we all have, because we don't need to acquire anything else. We don't need to create patterns to discern anything. We just need to look inside, and this is what I believe Ra was mostly interested in explaining us through the law of one. This is definitely what Jesus wanted to explain us. This is without a doubt what the Buddha wanted to tell us, and many other masters that I wouldn't stop. I wouldn't stop today, remembering all the different people. In fact, even your neighbor can do this if you have the right mindset. Like they say in Zen, you don't need books to learn Zen. You can use a rock to explain Zen. You can use a cloud. You can use a movie. You can use a piece of paper that has nothing in it. You can use anything to teach Zen, and Zen is just another way of explaining the same thing. So that's what I'm trying to do. Again, I hope that'll be useful in the future for you, and that's all I got to say. Thank you so much for your interest in my approach to reality, and I'll see you in the next video.